All right, everyone. Thanks for coming. We had our first doubleheader this season. We got another one next week. So I was really happy with what we saw from the boys. The first game, we did a really good job at the plate. We were home in both teams. We started really strong in the field, and then we did a really good job at the plate, being patient. They struggled a little bit finding the strike zone, but we didn't help them out. One thing that we talk about is not helping a struggling pitcher. And I thought the boys did really well with that. We scored five in the first, followed it up with three in the second, three more in the second inning. And we did a really good job on the base path, at the plate. We finished that game with, we got our first runner on, stole around second base and third base. That way our second batter was able to hit him in. We did a pretty good job and we were off and running at that point. So we finished the game one. From an offensive perspective, we have 17 plate appearances. We actually only had five at bats because we were walked 11 times and then hit by a pitch, another time. So we ended the game with three strikeouts, two hits, eight stolen bases, which was a really good job on the base path. And we saw a total of 82 pitches over their pitchers. So we saw 82 pitches. If you look at the flip side of that, we threw 71 pitches the first game. Our first pitcher threw 35 pitches, um, four strikeouts, three walks. Our second batter threw 36 pitches over one inning, had two strikeouts, four walks, and had the only run in the game. However, we had a combined no hitter that first game. We didn't give up a hit the first game, and we did an extremely good job, fielding. We had a put out at an assist, a 3-4 put out, in the first inning. We had our first out of the game was actually a throwdown from catcher to third to get the runner stealing. And then in the third inning, we did a really good job. Ball hit back to the pitcher. Pitcher's able to pick it up, throw it home. We're able to get the force, or we're able to get the tag out at home. We're able to get the put out at home. So it was really good job fielding. We played really well. And we ended up winning that one 8-1. I think the reason we did that is because we were so focused at the plate, and we were very efficient in the field. Now, the second game, we started out, we kind of struggled a little bit. Our first inning, we struggled a little bit finding the strike zone. We hit a few batters, and we ended up, um, having 5 runs scored on us in the first inning. And but we were able to come back from that, and we told the kids, "Hey, the way that you take care of this is you take care of this on the base path. You take care of this one batter at a time." And so that second, when we came up to bat in the bottom of that inning, we did a really good job getting to work on that. I think we scored 2 runs in the first inning, 5 runs in the second inning, to end up tying 7-7, over the 2 innings that we played. So all in all, the first, for that game number two, we had 15 plate appearances. Again, we only had three at bats because we were walked 11 times. We were hit by a pitch another time. We had two hits, six stolen bases, which was again really good. We saw a total of 65 pitches. Um, on the flip side, we threw 53 pitches. Our first pitcher threw 25 pitches over, one-third of an inning, had one strikeout, four walks, gave up one hit and two hit batsmen. Our second pitcher threw 28 pitches over 1 2/3 inning, had four strikeouts, one walk, gave up one hit and one run over, and had three hit batsmen. We had a few errors in the field, and that's somewhat to be expected. Long day, second game. It was hot out there. And we're going to continue. We will work on being ready for those situations. And what we've talked about a lot is when you are playing baseball, a lot of times you are, you do the right thing over and over and over again. You say you do the same thing over and over and over again, and maybe you never get a ball hit to you, and that's completely fine if the ball's not hit to you. But you have to be ready because that one time that the ball is hit to you, if you're not in the right position or you're not there to make a play, well, that really hurts us. The the second inning in particular, we shouldn't have given up any runs. We had an error to give up one run early in the inning, and then another error to give up the second run of that inning. So when we give up errors or when we commit errors, that's essentially more outs that we have to record. So in the second inning, we essentially had to record 5 outs in order to get out of that inning. And so we'll continue working on things like that to be able to get ready for the rest of the season and to be able to see these kids develop. Overall, first two games, my impression very, very high, very, very positive. I think, especially seeing that second game and how we struggled early on to find our rhythm and to find that energy. It was really, really impressive to be able to kind of put that first inning behind us and then move on and start doing the work that we needed to be able to do and carry us through to get the 7-7 tie at the end. So I was really, really impressed with the two games. I'm looking forward to next week. Looking forward to a good week of practice, talk about some things and see what we can do next weekend in the games. We have time for one question if anybody has one. Yeah, yeah. The question is, looking forward to the rest of the season, what are our goals for the rest of the season? First, our goals are if we want to be competitive. We want to be competitive and be in games because we are in a situation where we can do that. We have some good pitching, we have some good hitting, we have some good fielding. But we also want to get some work in. So ideally, we are we're working with kids to get them ready for different positions or to get them ready to pitch so that little by little we're able to get somebody out there in a game situation. We're not able to really play games during the week or non-league games as I call them. So we have very little opportunity to get that type of uh, play in or get people that type of experience. So we're kind of relying on the games on Sundays. But ideally, we want to be able to work with people, get them ready to pitch. We don't want to put anybody out on the mound that hasn't had a lot of practice and isn't comfortable in those situations. But I feel like we played really, really well today. And we were able to the three pitchers that we threw today, we were able to see some things, we were able to learn some things, and we got another at least three or four that are being brought along, and I think we'll be able to see them throughout the at various points throughout the season. So thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day.